welcome back to my channel and welcome to another craft day. Well, today we're going to be working with the Cricut machine. We haven't worked with the Cricut machine in quite a while now, and I'm going to be making a birthday card, but I'm going to be using the Cricut to make it. Excuse me. And I'm going to be showing you one of the features that the Cricut has called Print Then Cut. It really works out great, and it makes making cards very easy. We have a friend that's having a birthday this weekend, and so I thought I would make a card that could be used for a male or female and take you along with me. So give me a second. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and the bell. And give me a second and I'm going to be back in Design Space where we'll make a Cricut birthday card. Be right back. Okay, we're in Design Space and I'm going to get the canvas. And I'm doing a voiceover because the recorded voice was very soft. Now I'm going to get a shape and a square, but I'm going to make it a rectangle. And I'm going to make a 5x7 card. So I'm unlocking it and I'm going to make the top 5 inches wide. And I'm going to make it 7 inches long. So there's 5x7. Now I'm going to color it like craft cardstock. So I hit brown, but that's too dark. So if you go to the advanced field, you can see all the shading that you can do there by just moving that little circle around. And I'm going to try to get it close to a craft cardstock. That looks pretty good right there. And you'll see if I pick it, that color now goes up to the top of this color palette with a check mark in it. So that if I wanted to make something else the same color, I would go back and pick the one that's up at the top. Okay, and so now I will go back and I get out of this screen and I will duplicate this because I want to be able to see the inside as well as the outside. Now I need to get my image that I want to put on the front, and I want to do a birthday cake. So we're going to go to Image, over here on the left-hand side. And I'm going to ask for birthday cake. And then it's going to ask me what kind of operation am I doing. And you'll see that in just a second. See it over here on the left column, operation type. I'm going to do print then cut. So I open it up and I click that. Now it will open up the pictures that are used for print and cut. And you see they're quite complicated. So they're not things you would cut out all of these pieces individually. So I'm going to find one that I want for the front of my card. And I like this multicolored one here, right here. And see the little printer icon? I don't know if you saw that, but that shows that it will print and cut. Now I'm going to duplicate that too. So I'm going to use part of it on the inside. Now we'll get this to the size we want. And that looks good. And this one is going to go on the inside, but it's only going to use the top layer like that. But the thing is that I didn't have this one sized yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that out like that, and then I will cut the top layer off. What I'm going to do is to get rid of this, and then I'm going to duplicate the one that I already resized. There you go. So now it's the right size for what I want inside. Okay, now we need another shape because I'm going to make 3 strips of paper, and the paper is going to be a 1/2 inch wide. So I'm going to do 0.5. And then it's going to be 7 inches tall. And I'm going to do 3 of them, so I'll duplicate it twice. There you go. Now the first one I'm going to put on the very edge over here, and I'm going to make that orange like the orange in the cake. Now the second one, so I can get them spaced evenly, I'll put it right up against the cake. And I'm going to make that one green like the candle. There you go. And you see again, they're up at the top of that thing. There's the green and the orange and the brown. Now the black one I'm going to put right in the middle. That way I can space them evenly. But that's going to be a brown. So that's what the front of the card is going to look like. Now I'm not going to cut these out with the machine. I'll cut these out with just my cutter and out of my colored cardstock. But this is putting them on there so that we know what it's going to look like. All right, so now I need to get a happy birthday. So we make a text that says happy birthday. And I'm going to put it on a banner. So I clicked images by mistake here. I don't want another image. I want a shape. So I'll go back up and get shapes. You'll see the banner down here. So now I'm going to put the banner on the birthday card. Let's get the birthday out of the way. And size it so it fits in that slot there. And I'm going to make it a lighter brown, like a tan. Again, I'll go to the advanced and go way over here in the tan section. There you go. So now I'll take the happy birthday and I'll resize it so it will fit on top of the banner. And I have to bring it out front of the banner. So up at the top, I'll do arrange, bring to the front. Now I'll get it down small. There you go. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to connect the words to the banner. So I'm going to highlight the banner, the words, hold down the shift key and click on the banner. Now they are together and I'm going over to the right hand side down at the bottom and I'm going to write attach. Okay, here we are. Now we have the cards, the cake, and the happy birthday banner. Now I'm going to get rid of the cards and the stripes because I'm not going to cut those out. Now I'm deleting them and you don't have to, you just have to click the eye that's next to them over here in the right-hand column. But I've deleted them. Now we'll go to the make it and there you go. You can see where it's going to print. And it says print then cut up at the top left. It'll print both cakes and a happy birthday banner. It's in a box, and that box tells the machine where to cut. Now I press continue, and it'll ask me to put on my Cricut and send my paper to the printer, send that image to the printer. And after I send it to the printer, it will come out looking just like that, and I'll put it on the mat to cut. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll take you over to the Cricut, and we'll get busy cutting out the image. Back at. Okay, the machine is telling me to load my mat, which I will do right now. Okay, and then it will tell me to cut. Right now it's measuring to see what size the paper is. And it's going to tell me to cut, and then it's going to look for all of the edges so it knows where to cut. And you can see it's cutting out that printed image. All right, now it's telling me to unload. And there you go. So I'm going to take this over to the desk and we'll put it together on the card. Be right back. Okay, here we are. Isn't this cute? I think these came out so cute. Look at that. Whoops, let me see. Okay, I have a piece of cardstock here that is 10 by 7, and I've scored it in half. We're making a 5 by 7 card. So we're going to start with a birthday right there, a little bit up. That looks good. If you hear any background noise, I actually am sitting in front of an open window. It's such a beautiful morning. So I'm just going to get some glue. And you see, it was so easy because your printer printed this out, and then the Cricut cut it out. And I have these 3 strips. I cut them 7 by 1/2 inch. And I'm going to put the first one over here, close to the edge. Then I will put the green one up next to the cake. And the brown one will split the difference. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to take, let me see. I'm just making these dots down here. It gives it a little bit of contrast. And I'm not trying to make them all exactly the same. There we go. And I think I'm actually going to give myself some dots around the card. Okay, and the last thing we need to put on is the happy birthday. Isn't that cute? All right, now on the inside, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut it's nice to put a little something on the inside that mimics the outside because it kind of ties them together. And I guess I could save this for another occasion. You know, I like that brown. I'm going to do my other strips too. There you go. And one more thing, I have a, let's see where my, okay, here we are. This is called a wink of Stella, okay? And it just sort of it makes it look like it's shiny. And I'm going to put that on the candle flame. It's not something that's very bright or loud, and it might be difficult to see on camera. But in person, you can see it. Give our frosting a little pizzazz. This is a brush on the end of this, not a point. I don't know that that's going to pick this up. But there's just a little shimmer where I have put the wink of Stella, and I think I'll put a little on this one on the inside. Let's do the cherries. There you go. Now I'm going to put my thumb here just for a few minutes so that it doesn't close tight. Isn't that cute? I love it. So adding a few little dots here and there and some wink of Stella or something like glitter really steps up the card, and yet it doesn't take much time and it wasn't difficult. So there you go. That's my card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope my friend enjoys it when I give it to him on Sunday. So happy birthday. And I'll see you again Sunday. And we're going to be cooking another dessert. Yummo! This one's going to utilize my Instant Pot. So if you're an Instant Pot lover or a pressure cooker lover, make sure you tune in. And I'll see you again Sunday. Until then, have a great rest of the afternoon or rest of the evening. Play by the rules. And everybody, play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.